Hello, greetings. How are you? And welcome. Welcome to Shoot the Breeze, I guess we're gonna call it. It's gonna be a working title. I'm not really sure yet what to call it. Basically, what it's gonna be is that every day or every other day, I'm gonna upload a video. I'm gonna make a video and just talk about anything that comes to mind because I am tired of venting to my husband about everything, and I'm sure he's getting tired of hearing me vent too. So I decided that maybe it is best that I just vent to the internet, to the world. So anyone who want to watch and listen, hello and welcome. So basically, I'm just going to be talking about anything and everything in life. So things that upset me, things that piss me off, things I'm happy about, and whatnot. So this is kind of an intro video. So I'm just gonna introduce myself. My name is Melissa. I'm 36 years old. I'm 21, going on to 22 weeks pregnant with my second child. I have a sweet little boy. That's two and a month, almost 2 months. Two, funny. But yeah. So yeah, I'm just tired of always wanting to do content creation but never had the balls to. So right now I'm just gonna do it because why not? I'm old. Um, I'm not getting any younger, and who knows how many more years I have in myself. So I'm just gonna do that. So that's basically it about me. I don't have much to say. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna complain and talk about anything that comes to mind for the day. Um, and right now, I know my setup isn't great. I'm literally just using my phone and a headset that attaches to my phone, and that's how I'm making my videos from now on. Well, it's either this one or it's gonna be on my GoPro, but it's more than likely gonna be on my phone, just because it's gonna be the easiest, and I don't want to do any editing. Not because I cannot, but because I just really don't feel the need to. I just want to be one shot, get it over it, and put it out. And anyone that wants to bullshit with me or shoot the breeze with me, feel free to. You're more than welcome. Comment whatever you like. I don't mind. Um, as a mom, there aren't many things that can offend me, but you will upset me and piss me off. And maybe that's another way for me to create more content. So, yeah. And you'll hear me complain a lot on this because I have a lot of stuff to complain about. And right now in my life, I have two really, really big pains in the butt to complain about. And I complain about them to my husband just about every single day. And right now, they're living rent free in my head, which is not good because why? Why should I do that? Why should I let that run my life? Why should I let that ruin my life, right? I have a beautiful little boy. I have another one on the way. Well, not a boy, but I have a little girl on the way. And I want them to have the best life. I want them to have a happy mom, a happy family. I don't want them to have a mom that's always sour and upset and pissed about something because they didn't do anything wrong. They don't know any better, so they don't know they didn't do anything wrong. We're adults, so we cannot take our anger and frustration out onto the little one. And I do see myself doing that quite a bit. I do take a lot of my anger and frustration out onto my little one just because of the two pains in my butt. But I'm learning. I'm learning to cope with it. At least I'm able to catch myself doing it. And I do apologize to my little one. I always apologize to my little one whenever I do anything wrong. And I love my little one. I give him kisses and I always tell them I love you and how much I love him. Affection. Affection and love will make your little ones grow like no other. And trust me, this little one is growing a lot. And right now the little one is in the car with me. He is taking a nap right now, but next time maybe he'll make an appearance on screen, who knows. But yeah, for now I'll let him nap for a little bit. But yeah, so sorry, I'm in a parking lot right now, so I'm just looking around. Just you never know if you have crazy staring at you, you know. So, but yeah, just a little quick intro I wanted to do today was to just tell you about myself. It's I I know I've said it already, but of course I'm just gonna ramble. That's what this is all about. Every day or every other day, whenever I feel like it, I'll just ramble to the camera. I'll just ramble to the world. I'll ramble to anyone who wants to listen to. So if you feel like listening, thank you and welcome. If you don't feel like listening, then feel free to find someone else. But thank you for stopping by. But I do have to ramble on and say that, oh, I'm sorry, my quick intro of myself is that, like I said before, I'm 36 years old. I am married. I have a little one that's 2 years, 2 months old, and I have another one on the way, due in August 10. Sometimes I forget, but yes, August 10 is the little one due. Um, I'm not sure if anyone's going to be interested. And I remember, I mean, I said before that I didn't want to do editing. It's not that I don't have the experience in it. I literally worked in the film industry for a good 5 years, I believe it was. And I didn't do editing specifically, but I did go to school for film, which, by the way, don't do it. Don't go to school for film. They don't teach you squat. Like, okay, fine, sorry. Certain things that they teach you, it's good to know about, it's good knowledge, but a lot of the stuff they teach you, you can just find online for free. You don't even have to go to a school. And thinking that you need a diploma from a film school in order to make it big in film, that's BS. Anyone who tells you that, that's BS. Like I said, you can learn everything online. In the best way to learn anything in the film industry is to just do. So if you have a passion of being in the film industry or you want to be in the film industry, my best advice to you is to just become a PA. So the PA is like the lowest rank. Sorry, I ate some stuff earlier, so a little bit of stuff is stuck in my teeth. PA is like the lowest rank, the grunt of the crew, basically. And everyone really starts there, unless you create your own stuff and you become amazing and popular. Like, for example, people on YouTube who create their own content that started filming and lighting and editing it themselves. Then later on, when they're making the money or they're good enough for it, they will hire people to edit, to film, to record, to light their sets and all of that stuff. But at the beginning, if you want to work in the film industry, the entertainment world, just see if you can get an intern first. I would advise going into interning first, and they're also looking for PA work first. The other thing too that you can do is volunteer at events or volunteer on a film set, which they'll be more than happy to take, because trust me, the film industry, they don't like to pay well. At least the ones I've worked on. The ones I've worked mainly on B movie sets, so not A-list stuff, just all B stuff, and they don't pay that much. So definitely see if you can get a volunteer or just start as a PA. They will hire just about anyone to do PAing, because I think PA stands for production assistant. That's right. Production assistant, PA production assistant. So they will hire anyone that's willing to do heavy lifting, follow rules, and just be like a yes man. Like, as long as you're willing to do all of those things, you're good to go. And then once you're in as a PA, it's just about networking. It's just about who you talk to and how you behave around them, and if you're willing to play ball. If you're not willing to play ball, like how I was, then you're gonna have a hard time. And by play ball, I mean, like, you have to be able to take shit from people. If they talk down on you, you have to take it. If they tell you you can't do anything fast enough, you do your best to improve. If they still don't think you're good enough, then you're just not good enough. So you just gotta really try your hardest on that. But networking is definitely like the number one thing in the film industry. So, but yeah, I did that for 5 years. Well, I didn't do PAing for 5 years. I worked as an editor's assistant and a data management person in the film industry. They give you this fancy title that's called the digital imaging technician. In school, they'll teach you that your job is to, or your responsibilities are to make sure the footage is not corrupted, make sure the colors are balanced, help the director of photography or cinematographer figure out the his color schemes and all of that stuff there. Maybe on A-list you do that, but even if you work on an A-list, you gotta have a good amount of credits to get that role. So I worked mainly on B movies, like I said. So a lot of the times I would do um, the editor assistant and the digital imaging technician at the same time. So basically, what my job would entail at that point was to download footage from the camera memory cards, whatever memory card they use in the cameras. You got to make sure you got the card reader for it. A few cameras you don't have to, like for example the what did they call it, the Red and Alexa cameras. You don't need your own card reader for those. You can if you want, but you don't have to. Majority of the time they will provide you, like the camera team will provide them to you. And then um, so yeah, my job was to download the footage, make sure all of it is there, make sure no glitches, no artifacting, make sure that the footage plays through. Of course, I'm not gonna check every single footage, every single file, and watch through all of it, because if you can imagine, I don't get the memory card as soon as they finish filming one thing. I get the memory card once it's full. So the memory card could be like 64 gigabytes worth of footage, or even 100 something gigabytes worth of footage. There's no way I'm going through 20 plus clips to make sure that it's all good, while also doing the assistant editor aspect of it, which for me is actually very easy, because I just had to sync the audio and label the clips accordingly to the slate number. And another day I'll talk a little bit more about the film industry stuff and all that stuff and my experience, and if I like it or not. Trust me, there is a very good story about the person that I recommended to replace me when I was leaving my position. Sad to say, it did not work out, but I was already leaving, so there was nothing I could do about it. If I could have gone back and fixed it, or if I could have just gone back and actually still do that position, I would. I would have stayed. But like I said, the film industry stuff, that's gonna be another story for another day. But for today, it's just gonna be like briefly. I worked in the film industry for a little bit. 5 years, a little bit, and then after that I freelanced. As I do a lot of crazy stuff, like weird stuff, because I've done DoorDash, Uber Eats, Lyft, just because I'm so used to doing the whole freelance thing where I don't really have a boss over me. And in the film industry, it is going to be freelance. You're going to have to find your next gigs, the hustle, whatever thing. Yeah, you're going to have to. That's what the whole networking thing comes into play and is important. But yeah, I did all those like freelance stuff for a little bit, but it didn't really work out because I didn't really like it. And later on, I worked in retail. I mean, before the film industry, I worked in retail before too. I worked at a department store, a clothing department store, and my job was to clean up after everyone. And then later on, after the film industry, I worked into retail again, but this time as a supervisor, so it wasn't that horrible. I actually really enjoyed that job because I guess it goes with my personality of being organized and meticulous. It's why I did the data management thing, because for that one you have to be very organized. Otherwise, the editors and the assistant editors won't be able to find the footage, or you won't be able to find any clips or any files easily. Because so yeah, it was just like natural for me to do that, I guess. But yeah, I really did enjoy my retail job as the supervisor, operation supervisor, and and I left that because I was pregnant with my little one. So now our income is just dependent on my husband. So very, very grateful to have him and very appreciative for him to work for us. Um, but that's about it about me. I know I rambled on and on. It's probably not interesting, but tomorrow or another day, or like I said, whenever I feel like making a next video, I will have something to complain about, and maybe I'll actually write down some of my topics and thoughts, because this one was literally like freestyle. I just said whatever came to mind. So that's why it was repetitive and rambly. So maybe I'll have my thoughts more gathered next time. But oh, trust me, I have a lot of stuff to complain about. Even thinking about it now, there's so many things that I want to complain about, but then this video is going to get too long. So yeah, next time I'll have little topics that I like, little one topics. Each video will have one little topic that I will talk about and complain about. And like I said, the two biggest pain in my lives, that's what most of my videos are gonna be about, because yeah, it's getting pent up. I need to release. And like I said, my husband is getting tired of hearing from me about it, because he feels the same way. We both feel the same way about these two pain in our asses. So I guess in a way I want to just know if there are people out there that feel the same way as we do. Oh, and by the way, I am Chinese, so a lot of this stuff is gonna, not a lot, but the two pains that I'm complaining about are gonna be kind of around that culture, so to speak. So, but yeah, and hopefully you guys will tune in to the next episode. Like I said, I don't really know what to call this show or this thing that I'm doing just yet. Right now, I think Shoot the Breeze would be a good one. However, I don't know if anyone already has that title. So, worst case scenario, welcome to Mel's show or Melissa's show. Okay? Until next time. Have a good day. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter. Bye bye.